Alright, first off, want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word in all sincerity and truth. The sisters, the believers, the helps, the hopeful elect. Shalom. This is the brother Arawam from James Jamaica camp, coming to another quick lesson. And still going through Yahushai sermons, and now we're at Matthew chapter 7, verse 13 to 14. Alright, and walking in at the straight gate, we are, this is a precept that brothers go into frequently, but as each day goes by, as we walk towards the path of salvation, I myself, who have been going through various experiences, personal experiences, it's becoming clearer and clearer that, look, this is the way forward. And at times, it's not going to feel like you're winning, that it's going to feel like you're, most of the times it's going to feel like I'm losing, but we're losing in the flesh. Our flesh are being mortified, and we're growing in the spirit, because the more we apply these scriptures, the more we're mortifying our members. The more we endure the hardships and the challenges of the straight gate, and still fulfill our duty, the inconveniences, so to speak, that show forth our faith, that helps to build our spirit in Yahweh Shem Shai. Alright, so let me just get this real quickly, and hopefully this is edifying. This is Matthew chapter 7 verse 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go therein at. And when you check it, the majority, that's where they're headed. If you should compare the brothers, that, let's say, that are within your camp, compared to the amount of unbelievers that you pass on a daily basis, and how the majority of just pretty much going about as if we're in paradise. It's like this says in Ezra, like a wave is greater than a drop, because when we're about our daily lives, as we do our daily walk, majority of who we are around are unbelievers. The majority don't even think about Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The majority is just about wickedness, this flesh, this world, riches, um you know all manner of things, everything else apart from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And if you should observe them from face value, it may seem to be that they're winning it. They may seem like they're ahead. It may seem as if they're prospering, but we're all under the curses, so we can even see past that. But on another level, you know in the end, when all shit, when shit hits the fan, when all hell breaks loose, they're not going to know what time it is. As it says in Proverbs that the Lord shall laugh at their calamity. But now we know we're being built up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, on this path, and we have the hopeful elect believe that we'll be covered, we'll be fine, and our characters are being molded in what Yahweh Shem Yahushai has planned for us. So we just have to take it cheerfully. We just have to push on through, despite us falling many times and losing many times in the flesh, to just get back up and keep pushing and doing our duty for Yahweh Shem Yahushai to the best of our ability. All right, so let me just look up this word straight. Brothers, majority should know the meaning of this right now, by now. Straight, right? Narrow, straight, narrow, from obstacles standing close about. It's like going through a canyon, or not a yeah, like a canyon. Not, is it a canyon? Slack, not a canyon. A canyon is like going through a canyon. And at times when you're going through canyons, they're like very narrow passages and narrow ways that are very difficult to get through. You have to force your way through. You have to be set in awkward positions, and it takes a lot of effort and energy to get to the other side. you know And if you should just look up this word in general, you should see definitions like a difficult path or a position of difficulty, obstacles. Those are the type of things that are associated with this word here, straight. All right. Now going back to the precept, verse 14, it says, because that straight is the gate and narrow is the way that leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. So the fact that our way is full of you know obstacles and a lot of challenges, even though we're the ones that are trying to fulfill the duties of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, doing what is required of us of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, it shows that we are the ones that are going onto the way of life, right? This is the word narrow. It says to press as grapes, press hard upon, to compress. Narrow, straightened, contracted, metaphor to trouble, afflict, distress. So yeah, we're in a narrow place. We're constantly in distresses. This distressing situation for the most part. But at the end of the day, we know that that is no excuse, to turn from Yahweh Shem Yahshua and try to seek, our own deliverance. Or, you have men that leave the ministry and go back in the world, because the world is what more comforting to the flesh. And, it seems as if, it's just too much. But through Yahweh Shem Yahshua, the hopeful elect will press on. All right. So yeah, it feels pressing. It does feel heavy, you know. But as the scripture said, this is the way that lead to life. As I say this word distress, let me just check something real quickly. Distress. Right. This is if First Thessalonians 3 verse 7 says, therefore, brethren, we were comforted over you in all our affliction and distresses by your faith. That is Paul pretty much, showing that, speaking to those in Thessalonica. Here in Romans 8 verse 35, it says, who shall separate us from the love of the Messiah? Shall tribulation, or distress, or persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or peril, or sword? All of that is what pretty much describing what the straight path, right? It says, as it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long, we are accounted as sheep for the slaughter. And that's the thing as well, we because we wait upon Yahweh Shem Yahshai, because we don't try to deliver ourselves carnally. To the majority it may seem as if we're weak, but we know that we should wait upon Yahweh Shem Yahshai. There are a lot of things that we leave up to the Lord, and just wait on his deliverance. And the majority look on and they think that, oh, preserve the flesh, or fight for your pride, or some other BS. But that's another part of it, right? Verse 37 says, nay, in all things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. Right? For I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, neither nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of the Most High Yahweh, which is in Yahweh Shai the Messiah, our Lord. So nothing will be able to, once we truly believe, despite all of the stresses and the straightness of our path, it will not, that will not deter us from moving towards Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And so I keep repeating, showing our faith, through works, by continue to pushing forward in the ministry despite the position of difficulty that we find ourselves in. All right, because that is the way of life. Yahweh is the bread of life, right? Now this is the book of Second Ezra, verse 54. Well, I started, sorry, 2 Ezra 7, starting at verse 54, it says, "For we have walked in unpleasant places, and that the faces of them which have used abstinence shall shine above the stars, whereas our faces shall be blacker than darkness. Wherefore shall our faces be blacker than darkness? For while we lived and committed iniquity, we considered not that we should begin to suffer for it after death." And we are suffering, right? Verse 57, "Then answered he me and said, This is the condition of the battle which man that is born upon earth shall fight." Chiefly talking about the Israelites, that if he be overcome, he shall suffer as thou hast said. But if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say. So yeah, if we endure unto the end, we and gain the victory, we shall, in the end, we'll be delivered from all of the perils to come. Even if it's a case that we're headed, at the end of the day, we still will be given the glory of the kingdom. We still will be given the gift of the kingdom. We still will be joint heirs unto Yahweh Shem Shai. So at the end of the day, it's still victorious. But at the end of the day is that we will be built up and be strengthened to overcome all the things that we need to overcome of Yahweh Shem Shai, in the days to come. Right? We'll be given the tools necessary to complete our course, to finish our course. All right, despite how difficult it may be. Right? Read verse 56 again. It says, if he be overcome, he shall suffer as thou hast said, but if he get the victory, he shall receive the things that I say. For this is the life whereof Moses spake unto the people while he lived, saying, Choose the life that thou mayest live. Exactly. And once again, you have people that go out there and turn from the way of life because the ways of death seem to be, more rewarding or better, but the end of thereof is bitter. Right? Verse 60, "Nevertheless they believed not him, nor yet the prophets after him, no, nor me which have spoken unto them, that there should not be such heaviness in their destruction, Slakia, as shall be joy over them that are persuaded to salvation. I answered them and said, I know." Well, yeah, that's a point, right? "That there should not be such heaviness in their destruction, as shall joy be over them that are persuaded to salvation." And that's the thing, we have to hopefully elect who are persuaded unto salvation. That is why we keep on praying to Yahweh Shem Shai to give us the spirit to overcome and pretty much to build us up, so that we may be able to be partakers of his mercy and of his glory, So, just wanted to bring that out. Hopefully this was edifying. Once more, to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Shem Shai, Bashem Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing his word in all sincerity and truth. The sisters, the believers, the helps, the hopeful elect. Shalom.